sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop. Welcome to issue number 29 of Legends of Ferrari F1, the die-cast 1/24 scale model collection from our good old mates at DeAgostini. Now, if you'd like to grab these and add to your collection of memorabilia and motorsport and all of that lot, head over to the DeAgostini website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Pop, and you too could have this iconic set of cars on your display shelves. Right, this week we have got the Ferrari 312 T2 from 1977, driven by the late, great Niki Lauda, folks. And look at it. Oh, isn't it? So let's have a quick scoop through today's magazine, and then we'll drop the model on the bench and we'll do a bit of swooning over it. Solid and reliable, it says there about the 312 T2, which it was. Again, cars of the 70s, something about them. I would love Ferrari to bring back the chrome front and rear wing just as a tribute, as an homage to these cars. I think it would be beautiful looking on a modern car. There's all the detail there, the engine and that, but look, tubular steel spines around everything. No carbon fibre back then. Look at that, there's the iconic six-wheel Elf, the Tyrrell there. Even. There you go, and that was the P34 if I remember rightly. But yeah, look at that. Carlos Reutemann himself there. I liked the script as well that they used to write the driver's name. Very romance, and yeah, nice, isn't it? There he is himself. But what I noticed about this one is the height of the sides of the cockpit are very reminiscent of a modern F1 car, protection for the driver there. Very good idea back then, because the 70s was the era where, unfortunately and sadly, a lot of drivers got injured, as did Niki himself, but obviously some lost their lives. So yeah, look at him. Very analytical man. They called Alain Prost the professor. So yeah, Niki Lauda, honestly, that guy could hear a valve spring misrunning. Unbelievable ear for things, bless him. There he is there. But I mean, look at the difference in the front and rear tyres, how tiny the fronts look. Yeah, I loved this era of F1, I must admit, the 70s. Something about it. Perhaps it's because I was young. I was 10 years old when this car was out, so perhaps that's what it is. So there you go, that's the magazine done. Let's get to the bit we all want to see, which is the model, folks. There you go. They arrive in their case with this protective cover on it and a piece of cardboard underneath to stop this falling out, but I've stripped that off. But I always leave my plastic covers over the casings whilst I'm handling the model for these videos, so that I don't have to keep polishing them up or anything. And then when they go on display, I take these off, folks. So there you go. So that's how it'll arrive. So we'll pop this out the case, so we'll have a little looky-loo around the model and just show it off a bit for you, okay? Right, folks, there she is in all her glory. Usual top-down view there, looking rather sexy, isn't she? It's got the Hollywood hips, this one. But you see what I mean about the chrome front and rear wings. They look absolutely stunning. They really do. Look at them. Absolutely beautiful. Really stunning looking car, this. And yeah, look how low she is to the ground as well, with a flat bottom, exposed exhaust, floor grinding specials there. Beginning to see a lot more sponsors appear on the cars in this era. A hell of a lot more. There's Niki's name on the side there. Beautiful script, I must admit. Then we get to see inside the car there. You got your manual gear lever down at the bottom there, right down in there. Your steering wheel there. There's your instrument cluster, just mounted on a simple metal hoop there. Aluminium interior there. Little survival cell back in the day were beginning to come into F1. Big fat tyres there with the gold rims underneath. A big Goodyear on the side there, back in the day. And again, look how low down she is. It must have been a beautiful car from a driver's eye point of view looking through there. And then obviously following, you've got all your metal wishbones, your exhausts poking out the side there, exposed gearbox and that. But how low the wings were, I dropped them right down, didn't they, back then? But look at the big metal structure on the back that this is all mounted to. No wonder when people rear-ended each other, there were so many leg injuries and things, because the cars didn't have that crumple zone effect that modern cars have. So, yeah, it is surprising that even then they still had quite antiquated technology in the building of these things. But for its time, I suppose, it was advanced compared to the previous generation of cars. But they look very simplistic by design, but still look extremely beautiful no matter what angle I'm looking at this. It just oozes the romance of the 1970s era of Formula One that I remember so fondly. You think this was the year of the Nürburgring, or the year after, should I say. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, beautiful example of a Ferrari there. And just seeing that name on the side of it just takes me back to that time with the rivalry of Lauda and the late great James Hunt. You know, that as a young lad, seeing these two drivers giving it their all on television was just phenomenal, and it I think really boosted my interest in motorsport of all kinds, because I was a fan of Barry Sheen's back then as well, and you know, I went on to see a lot of motorcycle races and all of that, and you know, got into going to F1 races as well. So yeah, it was a wonderful childhood memory of going to these events and seeing these iconic drivers doing their thing back in the day. But beautiful, beautiful example. Come on, Ferrari, do a special. Come on, put some chrome wings front and rear. Been wonderful to see that in the 2025 season, wouldn't it? If Sarah Jane is watching this, she would love that if they'd done that, because, yeah, she's a bit of a Ferrari nut. So there you go, folks. That is the Ferrari 312T, driven by, or T2 should I say, driven by the late, great Niki Lauda, folks. Yes. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful example of a Ferrari. Don't forget, folks, if you'd like to grab these for yourself, head over to DeAgostini's website. There's a link in the description below where you too can take out a subscription for this beautiful, beautiful collection of Ferraris. Also, to help me out, if you could just click little Festa Pops in the corner there and subscribe to the channel, I'll be immensely grateful. Whilst you're there, give the bell a ring and select all. You'll get notified of all upcoming content. Until then, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. Stay safe and well. Bye-bye for now. Look at that.